I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago with a win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. On first down, Gleason. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first down, Streets. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, Streets. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, Streets. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Giants at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on second down. Gleason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
On the move past the 40.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. These two teams all tied after one. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
And a lot of times, times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. There's this out for Streets. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 77 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gleason has his complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down, here's Barkley again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing, The fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And Nate Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. Down to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Up the middle they go. Streets. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gleason. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Barkley not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gleason. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's their quarterback. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Hurts. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Then in all all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. He's got streets. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Hurts.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Throwing is Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Again, he'll drop to throw. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
211 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. Streets. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give a fuck about a hater. Let them see I'm like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They took the tails when